I wanted to show off a few trading bots and key concepts just to demonstrate what is possible. This will mostly involve the Alpaca ecosystem. I'll also include fetching Yahoo Finance data as well, just as an example, and then these serve as building blocks to build more complex trading bots. I'll also provide a link to my GitHub for the code in the description. I'm going to show the following. So a basic bot, this is going to operate purely based on time. Then we'll have some subscriptions. So I'm going to show a few examples of how to subscribe to stocks, cryptocurrency, and options. And then last, I'm going to show a few examples of indicator-based trading bots. So an RSI one, and then two different implementations of Bollinger Bands. So first we have a basic trading bot, and this operates purely based on time. It has no reliance on technical indicators or any real foundational concept other than just time. So what this is going to do is it's going to buy a set amount of assets 3 times in a row. It's going to wait 5 seconds in between each loop, and then it's going to liquidate everything, and then it's going to repeat. And that's what you're going to see here in the output. So it didn't buy Bitcoin on the first round because my favorite trading account doesn't have the funds for it. But what you'll see is it's going to liquidate after this, and then it's going to buy it on the when it repeats, and that's what you have there. So that's the first example. Then the next three examples are just examples of how to subscribe to different assets. So first we have cryptocurrencies, and what you can see is here's the subscription, and then the bars will start, or the quotes will start coming through. So that's that one. Then we have the same thing, but for stocks. And just to say this, there are slight nuances or differences between each of these three. That's why I did the three examples. And then we have options. So here's the connection, and then everything starts to flow through. All right, so the last three things that I wanted to show off were trading bots based on technical indicators. First one is going to be an RSI based trading bot, and this is going to be just looking at Apple and Google, and it's going to fetch data from Yahoo Finance and then determine if we should buy or sell accordingly. This returns an error message, but it wanted to buy, something to go look into. And then the last two are virtually the same thing. The only difference is how I implemented the Bollinger Bands piece. So what this is going to do, and this also, by the way, shows off subscriptions. So what this is going to do is it's going to look at all these assets. It's going to connect to a WebSocket, and it's gonna run a Bollinger Bands algorithm. And just to call this out, I have greatly tweaked some of the standard parameters of Bollinger Bands. I did this just so more action can happen. But this one, the first one that I'm using, this is using an implementation of TALib, which is a library that has technical indicators, patterns, candlesticks, things like that, if you don't want to reinvent the wheel. So this is running, determining if it should buy or sell, and placing those orders accordingly using the TALib library. Then there's the exact same thing, but with custom implemented Bollinger Bands logic instead of using the TALib library. So that wraps it up. Hope you enjoyed a quick demo and can use bits and pieces for your own work. I plan to demo additional more complex bots or scanners in the future. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know.